Hey guys, this is Peter with Lionheart Advertising, bringing you another video regarding local business citations, why they are important, and what can they do for you. Now, I've had a background in search engine optimization for a really long time now. I've been doing it since I was going to school in New York back in the early 2000s to promote the music industry in order to sell CDs and downloads shortly thereafter. And basically, the article I wrote the other day, which you are welcome to check out, and the link will be below, is regarding local business citations and what are they and why does your business need them? How do they work? Most people don't really understand them as citations, but for argument's sake, we'll just describe the word citation as a reference to or a mention of something. There are several definitions and descriptions, but the ones above really only apply to business-related citations. According to vocabulary.com, the word citation comes from the Latin word citationum, which means to call forward, and that's exactly what business citations do for your company. They call forward people looking for them on different platforms. If you're searching in Yellow Pages for a good company for, power washing, essentially you want to make sure that your company is right at the top on Yellow Pages, although I'm not endorsing Yellow Pages at all because honestly it's just another business listing, but it does help for your NAP scores. What are NAP scores? Well, NAP stands for name, address, and phone number, and essentially what Google does is it sends out its crawlers and basically crawls out through the web. The more references you have to your business name with your address as well as your phone number, the better off you are. The more they're going to actually brand you on Google, number one, but also the more that they're going to be able to find you. Essentially, you can go into the hundreds as far as scores go, but ultimately what you want to do is you want to make sure that they are filled out as thoroughly as possible. So basically, as far as NAP scores go, all business citations are structured differently, business listings, whatever you want to call it, but essentially they're not all just your name, address, and phone number. In fact, citations are broken up between two separate categories: structured business citations as well as unstructured business citations. And I'm going to give you an illustration, but in the article I also give you some screenshots of structured and unstructured business citation. I'm also going to show you exactly how I go ahead and lay out the citations within an Excel spreadsheet. So first we're going to show you a structured business citation. This is a restaurant located in Florida, in Lantana. They actually have the best seafood I've ever had, and I'm not a seafood lover. But ultimately, this is what a structured business citation looks like. So if you go here and you actually look up any business, you're going to see that they have their name, they have their address, they have their hours, their website, and their phone number. So this would be a heavily rated listing for any company, a Google listing that is. So essentially you want to make sure that you fill this out to the letter. It's extremely important. But as you can see, there's other structured business citations as well. And if you come here, you're going to see different websites hosting their business listings for different industries. But when it pertains to restaurants, here it is listed on TripAdvisor. This would be a structured business listing. Okay, it's basically laying it out very clean. So then that brings us to the question, what is an unstructured business citation? All right, so if you skip over, we're going to skip over to this one, and basically what I did to get here, if you type in, top restaurants in, and then just hit enter into Google, you're going to come up with articles. You may come up with Google Maps, but if you scroll below that, you're going to get articles. So here we are. These are the top 10 seafood restaurants in South Florida. This is cited by New Times, and here it is laid out. this would be called an unstructured business listing. Main reason being for two reasons. One, this isn't a business directory. This is an actual newspaper or now online website. See how it allows you to print. But they're referencing some of the top restaurants. And of course, you're going to want to be as helpful as you can in an article. So essentially what they do is they put out the name of the company as well as their location and phone number. But it's not laid out in any well laid out manner, I guess you'd say. It's ultimately just a citation of the company that they're speaking about, and then they go in a little bit more in depth into what they do, and then it just keeps scrolling through. So these are unstructured business citations. They're actually really good for ranking locally. In fact, I strongly suggest, if you're able to do it, if you provide services that are warranted to talk about you, most likely they'll already be doing it. But that is an unstructured business citation. So basically what we're going to discuss now is we're going to fast forward and let's just say you're a pizza restaurant. You're located in an area of New Jersey. You're new to the area. You just opened up your business, but you have no mentions of your company online or any place else except for the signage on your storefront window. Well, I mean, essentially it's going to be kind of hard attracting new customers if your business has no local business citations, because the majority of people are looking online for your services. And the foot traffic past your business is probably minimal at best, or at least during odd hours, it's nil. So, this is why you want to make sure that you're all over. You can go to business.google.com, sign up for a, Google My Business account, and you can go ahead and start listing your business on there. They're going to send you out a postcard to verify, or if your business is already listed and you just have no control over it, you can probably verify through a phone number. I'm not sure if they do that anymore, though, because I know that a lot of people were actually stealing business listings. Ultimately, you can go with companies that handle your business listings, but honestly, you'd be paying way more money than just having some local SEO company do that for you. Any one of them, even like a freelancer, it's like really easy. If you come back to this blog, you can instruct them on what to do, pay them like an hourly wage. You could pretty much teach your nephew or niece to do it. I'm pretty sure a caveman could do it if you brought him back from the Stone Age. So I mean, ultimately, having all of these business listings, this brings up your NAP score, and ultimately Google will rank you better. So now let's go ahead and talk about layout. How do you want to be organized with these business listings? And what I'm going to show you right now, as you can see, certain elements of it are blacked out, mainly because it pertains information that I definitely don't want you to see, but good luck if you can. And this is how I lay them out. Basically, I have the domain authority of the citation website here going down. I have the directories. These are all local business directories, some of which are, not necessarily recommended, but they're not going to harm you in any way. I'm not talking about anything other than white hat search engine optimization. I don't do anything other than white hat. Those days of black hat SEO are gone. So ultimately, what I do is I organize the name, the company, as well as the phone number. I have it all here. So when I go into these websites and I set it up with the email, username, password, and then I go ahead and confirm it's live and move on to the next one. There's certain software that you can get that would actually auto do this for you. There's certain websites that you could sign up for that would auto do this for you. I personally, doing each one to distinguish the integrity of the actual business listing, make sure it's very thorough, make sure you have pictures, make sure you're optimizing the pictures, and I will be showing that in a video really soon, so be on the lookout for that. But ultimately, all of these are linked in there. I have about 120. That's usually what I start off with any company that comes to me looking for local business citations. And I mean, there's thousands of them. You don't need to just use 120, but to start off with, you want to get these ranked and indexed because it's really good, a good look in Webmaster Tools when you have this kind of domain authority attached to your website within like the first month of business. It actually speeds up the SEO. I'm sure a lot of you that have done the research, you've heard that local SEO usually, I mean, you can do it overnight in some cases, but it depends on how how much traffic there is in that industry. Meaning, like, if it's a very competitive industry, it's going to take you a little bit more time. But this is just one of the key facets of the beginning of my process for SEO. And I get a lot of businesses that want to better understand this and understand my language, and they'll never understand my language because I border on the spectrum of autism. But regardless, I'm relatively good at what I do. I'd never be an expert because I must remain teachable, and I hope everybody else keeps that attitude, but I highly doubt it because a lot of people get cocky and that's how they lose clients. So with that said, be on the lookout for, if you'd like to have a template of this, like the video, send me a message or just comment on the video, and I will actually send you a template where you can go ahead and do this for yourself. It's a pretty good template. It works really well. It would just basically make life a whole lot easier for you, and you can always come back to it. You could store it away. I mean, like, I must have at least 1,000 of these by now. So I mean, like, if you would like that, feel free to subscribe, like the video, and also comment, and I promise you I will get you one. You'll get a reply from me on on YouTube, and you just have to private message me, or I'll send you over my email, and you just send me a hey, and I'll respond back with the template. Otherwise, if you don't want it, if you could, like the video, subscribe. If it's too long, give me some feedback. I'm not a pro at this, but thanks guys for watching.